Welcome back to Corbin Does Something. Today we have a very special treat for you. It's so weird because you're right there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you want me to like not be here, and then once you pull it out, like once you get out of the box, then we can cut and I can come in and take a look at it.
No, it's okay. I might leave that. You want me to be out here once you pull it out? I might leave that in.
Oh Jesus! Is this recording now?
Yeah. It's been recording.
Oh.
I always set it up so that way I can just, as soon as I feel it, fall into it. Well, hello there, and welcome back to Corbin Does Something. Today we have a very special treat for you. We have a brand new computer here. My brother just picked this baby up from Microcenter. It is a Powerspec, which is did I say Microcenter? Microcenter's. Microcenter's brand. I'm saying Microcenter a lot here. This is Microcenter's. My God, it's their brand. They have it. There we go. This baby here was $15.99 for a Ryzen 9 3900. This comes with a Radeon 5700 XT. This is a 32 gigs of DDR4 RAM, 1 terabyte of solid-state hard drive, and then you have all your basic stuff like integrated 7.1 channel, audio, Wi-Fi, 6 USB 3.1 ports, Gen 1, USB 3.1 Gen 1 ports, which, okay, and then 3 USB 3.1 Gen 2 ports, and then you got a 1-year, 48-hour Powerspec warranty. And the monitor sold separate, so you get that too. And the monitor sold separate, so you get that too.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
But it does come with a nice keyboard and mouse, maybe. Whatever. Okay, so again, this was $15.99. My brother put this together on PC Part Picker, putting in pretty much the lowest components possible, and it came out to about $1,700. So definitely some savings there.
I'm done with you! I'm done with you, Spider!
Especially with it already put together, you don't have to buy any of the thermal paste, you don't have to have the headache of building a PC. So let's go ahead, grab a knife, and cut this baby open. Alright, I got my handy dandy knife here.
That's not a knife, that's a spoon.
And I'm gonna go ahead and...
All right, you win.
go in.
I see you've played knifey spoony before.
This is not a sharp knife. Okay. First thing we're gonna pull out here, probably the keyboard. So this actually feels like a pretty decent keyboard. I mean, it's a very basic keyboard, but feels pretty good with the plastic over it. Good keyboardness. That's good. All right. Oh, wired mouse. It clicks. All right. so there we go. Pretty decent. You know, you probably pick those up for $10. So this is pretty much saying don't use the video ports that are in the I/O. Instead, use the ones that are from your graphics card. So there's that. Let's. I'm gonna move the table so I can actually unbox this on camera. Oh, this is actually packaged really nice. Got a good 2 inches of styrofoam all the way around. Power cord. And I have no idea what that thing is. Oh, it's an antenna for your Wi-Fi. Wow. That's actually pretty smart. Alright, so now Damn it! button. Might need help.
Wait, stop. There's a handle right here. Right here.
Oh, right there.
Okay.
Ooh. Finally got it out of the box. This is a two-person job, unless you're not worried about ripping the box open.
That's what she said.
I'm going to actually set these to the side. And I'm going to go ahead and take the styrofoam off one side at a time, being nice and hopefully gentle. Oh,
This is the bottom over here.
this is the bottom?
Yes.
Alright, so now that I have it flipped the correct way, it's weird not having disc trays that indicate what direction it's going. It's been a long time since I've seen a computer in person without a disc tray, because I don't like looking at things I can't buy. You can see two USB 3.0s on top. I don't know what generation the ones on top are. Yeah, there's 6 total of the 3.1s and 2 of the 3.2s. Your 3.2s are in the back, 2 of the 3.1s up front. You have your microphone here. So microphone, headset, your standard 3.5mm jacks. They still make PCs with them. So there's that, and then nice little clickety-clackety power button here. But yeah, this is a very clean face. There's nothing going on here. That's weird to me, but I'm poor, so I'm used to the fancy stuff. So one thing to point out, this comes with it. This is a little magnetic shield. So this goes gently on the top here, which I'll move the desk back so you can see it. And it actually feels really nice up there. Like, if you want to pet your computer, you could get one of these on there. You can definitely see this is a nice tempered glass in here. There's not really much RGB going on in here, so that's kind of a disappointment. That light you're seeing is the light from the camera.
There's lots of RGB in it.
Is there?
Turn on, yes.
Oh, apparently there's a lot of RGB in here. We'll
Well,
find out when we
moderate.
turn it on. This would probably make Linus wet.
A moderate amount of RGB.
Alright, there's a moderate amount of RGB in here, and some people might be okay with it, and some people might not. So, there is that. And
How
this
about
is
we give it power and see where the RGB is?
we'll give it power and see where the RGB is and whether or not we like that and want to add more. Because you can always add more RGB. There's no rule against it. So, definitely ups your gaming percentages quite a bit. And I want to give you a look at the I/O here. So, you're going to see a couple problems with this. One, it's not lined up right. I can't tell where my finger is.
That's what she said.
So you're going to see this isn't lined up. It's off by probably 1/64th of a yard or like a millimeter. Probably a little adjustment will make it better. But on here you have a PS2 port because, you know, that's extreme gaming right there. It's to use old technology. And then you have USB 3.0 slots. You have USB Type-C. The display port and HDMI port, and then where your antennas go for your Wi-Fi, and then your USB 3.2 and your Ethernet, and then all of your nice little audio stuff that I never ever put to use. I just used the little green one. Your 5700 XT, which is all display ports except for one HDMI port, which is right in the middle, and I don't understand why they do that instead of having all display ports next to each other. Weird stuff. And then your power down here. Real basic, simple stuff.
Alright.
Alright, so we're going to pop this baby off. The screws come in super tight, so I did have to use a screwdriver on one. This is really smooth. Oh, that was scary. Alright, so this comes off pretty easily. It's nice weight to it. I think the computer probably lost half of its weight. That's an exaggeration. I'm going to put this over here on pillows. Alright, so you have a couple 120 millimeter fans. Those are 1/30th of a yard. One thing to be concerned about is there's not a lot of airflow out the front, just on the sides here. So you're going to get that lazy S feel going through there. You have this Power Color video card. I don't know Power Color. They could be amazing. They could be horrible. But the Coolmaster here, Coolmaster is a good brand for liquid cooling. So you have that. That's going to keep that Ryzen 9 processor nice and cool. These little thin things right here is going to be your RAM. That's a lot of RAM. That's a lot of RAM. 32 gigs right there. It looks real nice. I don't know the brand. Then you have this amazing cable management. I mean, look how clean everything is. Now, one thing my brother pointed out is who knows what's going on in the backside, but you don't see the backside. Who cares? So the man can stay behind the curtain there. I'm really interested in running some benchmarks on it and getting some video of those RGBs, because that's all I care about and the only reason I would buy a new computer. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put this back together and hand it over to my brother to hook up in his office, and I'll take more videos and get specs and all that from there. I've been sitting on this video for a long time, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at a couple things on here. I ran a few benchmarks, Cinebench. I also ran user benchmark. So most of it's user benchmark. You can see Cinebench. A couple interesting things. I compared my computer, which is listed as my PC, my work computer, my brother's old computer that he's replacing, and his new computer. First thing we're going to look at is the processor, the benchmarks from Cinebench. So you can see in here, orange is the single, blue, I just have it labeled as Cinebench, but that's the whole CPU. Single CPU, everything looks like it kinda is bad, but the reason for that is that the multi-core CPU score just kind of blew them out of the water. You can see mine is definitely weaker. The next thing that we're going to look at is user workbench, and that one you can definitely see the differences here. So now we have the bench percentage, which I just threw in as a regular number, the processor for server, processor for heavy use, and normal use. You can see my PC at the top. That is a i7 2600, 3.4 gigahertz, and that is absolute garbage compared to everyone else. His Ryzen 9 3.8 gigahertz, it benches in at 98.4%, whereas my computer benches in at 73.2. Next, we're going to look at graphics cards. This is where it gets a little interesting, and it surprised the hell out of me. So, I have the 960 in mine. My work computer has a Quadro M2000M 4GB, and my brother's old one had a 970 4GB, and the 5700 is an 8GB. Obviously, the RX 5700 blew everything out of the water. The Quadro, it surprised me, it had a 4%. RX 5700 had a 100% score. Perfect. The 970 had a 55, the Quadro had a 4.73, and the 960 had a 34. So the next one we're going to look at is the hard drive. This one, unfortunately, couldn't be completed. My hard drive just wasn't recognized for some reason. It wouldn't pull up a bench for it. So I'll have the stats and everything on there, but it came up 0, so that kind of sucked. The RAM, you see, I have 20 gigs of RAM in there because it came with 8 gigs. I added an extra 16 gigs. So I had to take out, and there's 4 slots, so I just, I left in 2 of the 2 gigs. Mine's really slow compared to everyone's. That's really it. I'm just gonna, I don't know what else I need to say about this other than my computer sucks. I don't plan on upgrading until I need to, because right now it does everything I need. And if you want better videos where I can take more advantage of it, maybe consider having more people subscribe. Anyways, if you like this video, hit that bell notification. I'm not a computer reviewer. Most of this stuff, I don't know. My computer is getting up there in age. It's 10 years old, or will be 10 years old. Time to start shopping. So sooner I see a need for it, I will update. So get to that subscription. Alright, you guys take care. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. You like me yet?